All right. So yes, we are now recording, guys. Again, welcome to our Flow Money System opportunity presentation. Um, we do this every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and we have a lot of fun every single week. So, being that our presentation is actually a little bit longer than it would have initially be, I'm just going to go right ahead and get our session started. Again, if you're joining us for the first time, we want to welcome you. If you are a member returning again, also, welcome back. I know we've got Team Antigua in the house. And I know, that's Kelvin and his group over there doing a fantastic job. All right, so guys, we're going to get right into our session. Let's talk money. Let's talk about putting your business on autopilot and what that really actually means to put your business on autopilot. But if you think about what does an autopilot do? Well, having something on autopilot means that even when you are not necessarily actively doing or performing an act that would allow your business or your money to grow or to increase, basically it still is. And that's what we're talking about, putting your business on autopilot, allowing your business to continuously move and grow, even if you are not at that point in time immediately or directly involved in it moving forward, but some action or activity that you would have performed before would allow your business to continue to grow and to increase. And it's just absolutely amazing what's been happening here with Flow Money System, guys, over the last 3 weeks and some. We would have launched on the 1st of November this year, this very same month. And, it's been just an exciting time. But a little bit of history. Flow Money System in its original format was really around from since 2015. We're a registered company here in Barbados, and we provide advertising and marketing services to various clients. Now, one of the things that you need to understand is Flow Money System was not always a Bitcoin platform. So if you're go there trying to find, videos and history on Flow Money System paying out and operating as it is right now, you most likely won't, because we were not operating as a Bitcoin payment platform. We were operating based in fiat, which means we were using local, traditional currency, whether it be US dollars or pounds, whatever normal currency as most people are familiar with. And we offered some various services, things again, advertising, marketing, web development packages, and so on. All these different things that you're going to get to hear a little bit more about as we go on. However, we made a change. We made a switch from fiat currency to cryptocurrency, and more so primarily Bitcoin. And the reason that we wanted to do that was because of the amazing things that are going on and happening with the currency Bitcoin right now. We'll get into that shortly. Let me give you a little bit about myself so you understand exactly who I am and what I do. It's all about transparency here, guys. No one has anything to hide. I sure don't have anything to hide whatsoever. So I have no problem in showing the information, talking about myself, showing my face. There's some folks, you join a company, you don't even know who's behind it. You just know it's a business online, and that's about it. People hide behind names and pseudonyms and so on. So this is actually what I look like. If you if you needed to have a photo of the person behind the opportunity. I'm a traditional business owner. I have some other businesses offline that I manage. I also have over 17 years in the industry of direct sales and network marketing. I would have gone into network marketing back in the year 2000 is when I actually got started. And I retired from my full-time job at the end of 2008. So 2009 would have been the start really of my the next chapter in my entrepreneurship journey. And it's been going just fantastic. I absolutely love what I do, and I really do. I really really love what I do, and I love helping people. I love seeing people succeed. I love seeing people advance. I love seeing people come from a low place and just elevate themselves to a high place, man. It's just a phenomenal thing to see. I'm an investor as well. I'm always seeking out something to invest into. It's crazy. I am not one of these kind of persons that believes a whole lot in just having money sitting down on a bank account. To me, having money just put down on a bank account just makes the bank rich, because the bank just takes that money and they invest it. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I did hit record. I almost thought I forgot to hit record. But as I was saying, banks take your money and they invest your money and they make profit. So my thinking is, well, if the banks do it, why shouldn't other people do it? I always believe that success leaves clues. If you want to follow those clues, I'm very much an entrepreneur, and anybody that knows me or has known me will tell you I am very much an entrepreneur, at heart, in spirit, in mind, and body. I am very much about business. I'm very much about multiple income streams. I'm very much about creating what I like to call generational wealth. And I love to use that term because for me, wealth is different to just being rich. Wealth is different to just making money. Wealth is a combination of, yes, money, but it's also spirituality. It's so much deeper than just having a lot of money when we're talking about wealth. It's about enrichment of life in itself. A lot of rich people who are miserable and not happy. I want to have a life of fulfillment. I want to have a life of enrichment. I want to have a life of purpose, a life of blessings, and one that can, in that whole process and journey, which is really real fun, is the journey, not even the destination, but the journey itself and getting there, is being able to take as many persons with you and bring them along with you. And that's just the way that I think. That's just the way that I look at things. Everybody might not necessarily see it, the way I see it, but that's how I feel about it. If I can bring something out that allows someone else to change their life, it just makes me feel good. You know what I mean? I'm a coach and a mentor to many persons. I help a lot of persons, not just in making money, but when it comes to, just looking at everything differently. I've always heard, when you change the way you see things, the things you see start to change. And sometimes it's just a matter of helping people to have a different mindset. And once they have a different mindset, they start to develop a different mindset, which is totally different to eyesight. Eyesight is just basically what you can see with your physical apparatus, which is the eyes. But mindsight is so much more, so much deeper, where you're able to now interpret what you see and use it in a form that can benefit and enrich your life and the life of others. But that's a story for another day. Just want you guys to get ideas to how I think about things and how I look at things, so you know who's behind all of this. All right, so when it comes to business, there are a couple of things that I like to look at, a couple of things that I pay attention to. You know, like I said, I'm always looking to bring new businesses out into the market. I'm always looking to add new features, do new things, invest. So my thing is, you got to first of all conceptualize what it is you want to do. You got to know what you want to do. You got to have a plan. If you saw my notebook, but one of my notebooks, I've got a box of them. But if you saw my notebook and my notepad right now, it's like you might see so much scribbles, so many pages written up with so much different ideas and concepts. Because, like a good friend of mine, I says, when an idea hits me, I write it down. There are many times I've been literally in bed, almost sleeping, and boom, just like that, something comes to mind. Like, wait a minute, I wonder if anybody's doing this, doing that. And I will just reach across, grab my notebook, which always has a pen on it, and start to just write it down. While I'm in that moment, while I've got that thought, that idea, I just scribble it down really quickly, and approach it probably the next day. And that's how I operate, guys. You got to have the concept of what it is you want to do, and you got to make note of it. Then, of course, you have to find a way to make it innovative, make it something that persons not only will want, but something that is as user-friendly as possible, that persons can use and take advantage of. If you're going to bring a project, a business, an idea, a concept into the marketplace, but no one understands or can understand how to make use of it to benefit themselves, it's probably not going to fly the way you want or as fast as you want. Of course, you have to find a way to assimilate it into the marketplace. It's great to have a fantastic product, but if you don't have a way to integrate that product/service into the marketplace, then you're still at square one. There are a lot of people with great ideas, but they don't know where to start, how to do it, where to go, what to do. They don't know. So they're just out there with great ideas, and unfortunately, some people die with these great ideas. And of course, education, guys. If you manage to get through the first three um, things that you need to understand, you know, of course, then you have to educate persons on what you have. Education is key. If you don't understand that, if you don't understand that education is probably one of the most important aspects of this whole process, then you're missing the boat. Because for lack of understanding, the Bible says, for lack of understanding, people perish, or something along that line. But you've got to educate people on what you've got. And this is why I literally travel to many different locations and countries and islands, educating persons on what it is that I do, and what it is that they need to do to change not just their financial status, but their life. It's pretty deep. So yeah, so those are some of the things that we definitely want going to be getting into, and as we go on, we're going to start to do some trainings, on all these things, some mentorship trainings and so on. Let's talk a bit more about Flow Money System and what it offers. Well, Flow Money System, I like to call it a Bitcoin woman, and the reason that I like to call it a Bitcoin woman is because woman being an acronym for word of mouth advertising network, and Flow Money System is pretty much that. We do offer word of mouth, or I shouldn't say we offer it, but through word of mouth advertising and marketing, a lot of our business is built. It's one of the best forms of advertising that exists. Of course, we offer numerous services and so on as well, which you'll get to hear about. Then, of course, we're looking to tap into that Bitcoin boom. And if you've been paying attention to Bitcoin, you will understand that it is literally booming right now. And of course, passive investments. It's always going to have an active investment, but it's good to have a passive investment as well. What it does, it allows you to, if you're offering that to individuals, or if you can benefit from that, it allows you to tap into two different categories of persons. There's some persons who have no problem in building teams and so on, but then there are other folks who don't want to do that. They would rather just put some money down, invest it, and make some returns, which is absolutely fine. That is not a problem, but we'll talk about that as we go on as well. So, for the benefit of those persons who may not be so familiar with Bitcoin and what Bitcoin actually is, let's look at it for a little bit, give you a little history on Bitcoin. Well, back in 2009, a person or group of persons under the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto published the world's first decentralized major cryptocurrency of worldwide value. Now, its creation was not of thinking of money. It was more about the idea of making a transaction without the aid of intermediaries. Now, if you've ever sent funds using MoneyGram, Western Union, or PayPal, you know that there are a lot of fees. There are always fees associated, but the fees could be quite high sometimes. So Bitcoin came onto the market, and what it did that persons firstly recognized was it allowed us to send and send funds, send money, send currency abroad without the tremendous fees. We didn't have to use MoneyGram or Western Union or PayPal anymore. We could just send Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a worldwide global currency. So there's no exchanging of Bitcoin to pounds, or let's say pounds, US dollars, yen, and rupees. It's one currency. So I can send Bitcoin from here to someone in Japan. Nothing needs to be converted. I receive Bitcoin, I can send Bitcoin. He received the value of the Bitcoin in China. He sends Bitcoin from China here to me in Barbados. I receive the value of Bitcoin. Whatever it is worth in Barbados dollars is what it's worth. So it makes it very, very simplified to do business. One of my companies, I would normally send funds abroad to my supplier, as he's sending my products. That's part of my fragrance line. And before, I would have to send cash, and I would usually do it via PayPal. Here comes Bitcoin. Now I can just send him Bitcoin, and he's pretty much glad for that. So much easier now to do business. You see, so that's one of the things you got to understand. Bitcoin is literally just like paper money or gold. It's just there to exchange value. That's all it is, to exchange value, like any other thing. Just that it's digital, it's virtual, it's not a physical coin that you actually get. What Bitcoin does, guys, it gives control of funds to the people. So, unlike the currency that you have stored in the bank, which the banks and the governments control, which pretty much one and the same, think about this. Now, you have the control, not the banks, not the government. You are the one that have the control. The people have the control over the value and the price of Bitcoin based on how they feel about it, based on the demand for it, and so on. That drives up the price. We got to understand that money in itself is evolving, and as money evolves more and more and more, what happens is, we've now moved into a place where we've gone from paper money, paper currency, to digital currency. And this really should be no surprise to anyone, to be quite honest, because there used to be a time where you had to go into a store and you had to use cash. Then eventually you could literally go to a store with a credit card or a debit card and you can buy items and you don't have to have a single actual paper bill on you. Now we're at a place where you don't even need a card. You can literally go to a store, some stores, take your mobile device out, scan a QR code, and you can pull money directly from a bank, from an account that you have, straight into the store's account, just like that, in a matter of in a split second. So it's amazing that some people out there are not paying attention to this, because this is the future and we are living in the future. And there's a lot of people who still don't even understand what Bitcoin is. They would say, "Oh, Bitcoin, that's a scam," or "Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme." That's as crazy as saying money is a scam or money is a Ponzi scheme. It sounds kind of dumb when you say it, doesn't it? Money is not a scam. Money is just currency. People will do nefarious things with it. Nefarious characters will do bad things with it. But money in itself is not it's not a scam or a scheme. Neither is Bitcoin. It's like saying a gun, um, a knife is a let's use a knife. A knife is a very dangerous object. Well, it could be used for dangerous things, but it can also be used for just, you know, peeling an apple. So it's depending on who's in control and what they're doing with it that makes something bad. All right. The thing about Bitcoin is, if you bought a couple $100s just a few years ago, you could be sitting on some serious money right now. $100 back then would have given you about $75 million right now. And the thing about that is, there are persons who actually bought a couple hundred Bitcoin back in the day. Just yesterday, I was watching a video with a guy. He bought back in 2014. He bought $25,000 worth. Now he's a millionaire already. He had the money. He can do that. No skin off his back. He had no clue. Nobody had a clue. But guess what? Bitcoin is now worth over 8,000, about 8,200 US. I don't even want to begin to try to calculate the amount of money that he has sitting down. It's crazy. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, "Oh my God, I've missed the boat already. Massive wealth has already been created. I've missed it." Well, good news is the experts are predicting that Bitcoin is not done yet. Actually, they've said that Bitcoin has barely begun. Bitcoin is predicted by the experts, many of them out there, to potentially hit $100,000 over the next 10 years. All right. Some have even predicted it could hit $1 million. Now, no one actually knows what will happen. It's all pure speculation. However, based on the current trend of Bitcoin over the last 7 years, even when it has dipped, you would notice that the general trend is an upward one, which is very, very good. Another key factor that you want to pay attention to is, unlike most other stocks or currencies out there, Bitcoin is quite limited. Only 21 million Bitcoin will ever be generated, or what we call mined. And it becomes harder and harder and harder to mine Bitcoins, every year. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that. There's information on our website you can check out on Bitcoin, what it is, how it works, mining. Everything is there on our website, flowmoneysystem.com. You can just go check that out. Check out what is Bitcoin, that tab, and you'll have a plethora of information about Bitcoin. But there's a couple of factors, the demand for it, the technology that is bringing. You know, a lot of folks are focused on Bitcoin, the currency, but not realizing that that is not where the real money is at. The real money is in the technology that Bitcoin is bringing along with it. That is where the real money is. That is where the future is. That is where the future is, the technology. Not even the Bitcoin itself, it's the technology, guys. But again, that's a story for another day. Let's move on. Now, you want to make sure you secure your Bitcoin, obviously, you know, just like you would with any banking institution and your money, whether it be blockchain, Coinbase, local Bitcoins. You know, you can have a lot of different Bitcoin wallets and Bitcoin vaults that you can store your money. There's paper wallets, there's hard wallets, there's Trezor wallets. You know, you can put your money in different variations of storage um, facilities, so to speak, with to keep your Bitcoin safe. Because I can assure you, there will be and there are people out there who are eagerly trying to steal your Bitcoin. You better believe it. It's the same way that people are always trying to rob from the bank, find the loopholes. You better believe this is the digital world. The hackers are trying to steal your Bitcoin. Don't take it for granted. Protect yourself. Now, we've already kind of touched on the fact that Bitcoin is being accepted in various stores and businesses across the world, and how you can use it with just using a mobile device, scan a QR code, and pay for different items. That is already well known. That is being more known more and more. It's becoming more mainstream, as it were. A lot of companies have started to accept Bitcoin already. A lot more companies are already endorsing Bitcoin, and who's endorsing it actually accept it as a form of payment. You know, you can actually pay for your plane tickets. You know, when you go on Expedia.com, you can actually use Bitcoin and you can pay for your flights and so on. Did you know that? You can go to Microsoft and there are different things that you can pay with Bitcoin on Microsoft as well. Did you know that? That's Subway. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And more places, more and more businesses are actually accepting Bitcoin. And that's one of the things that we want to do here at Flow Money System. We want to educate as many businesses about the benefits of Bitcoin and why they should accept Bitcoin as well, because people have got it. I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time. You're not going to spend your Bitcoin on a loaf of bread or some sandwiches. When you're doing your normal grocery shopping. But I can assure you that there are going to be many, many times a person is going to go shopping and they're going to be traveling. It may not be necessarily for groceries, but they're going to see things and they may not have the cash, or they may not want to spend the cash. They may not want to use their credit card, but they've got some Bitcoin and they're willing to spend a little Bitcoin and get the things that they want. How cool is that? And it is happening all around us. A lot of companies are accepting it. And that amount of companies is consistently growing and growing and growing. And as we're speaking, I'm hearing Bitcoin. I hear my e-wallet going off, that little beep. I'm hearing money hitting my e-wallet. I've got so many different things bringing Bitcoin in. Why? Because obviously this is where the future is going. Now let's talk a little bit about our services, guys. Did I miss? Okay, I didn't miss anything. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our services. We're going to talk about our cashback club. We're going to look at some different things like our advertising platform or our ebook. We're going to talk about that as well. Discount shopping service, which is all kind of tied into the cashback club. Logo and graphic design services. If you're a business or you know someone who has a business who's looking to get themselves situated online, they want to get a professional website developed for their business. If you don't have a website for your business, you're behind the game. Keeping it real with you. If you have a business and you don't have some kind of web presence, nah, you ain't ready yet. This is 21st century, man. Everybody's online. You have got to have some kind of a online presence for a business. We actually offer that as a service. Logo and graphic design services, we offer that. Web development packages, we got you there. Profit share program, we've got that. Affiliate program, we got that. And we've got some other things that are coming as well, like our Wholesale Buyers Club or social media marketing or digital shopping app, which is already in the process of being worked on and so on. So there's so much things that are actually coming, and there's so much things that we already have. Let's talk a little bit about supply and demand. If you want to make money, guys, in business, you got to understand supply and demand. It's really, really simple. It's not as difficult. It's not nearly as difficult as a lot of people think. If you want to make money, find out what it is that people are willing to spend money on. If you know what that is, or you can figure out what that is, find a way to supply that demand. It is that simple. Find a way to supply that demand and you'll make a fortune. Or the way or how I like to say it is, find a way to satisfy a public need or demand and you make a fortune. So we know for a fact one of the biggest demands of businesses is what? Advertising. Businesses want more and more advertising. If you've ever been or seen any of those Super Bowl games, you see those huge teleprompters, those huge screens, and what happens? For like 3 to 4 seconds, an ad comes over. Do you know that companies pay anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million for a few seconds, a blip on that screen? Why on earth would companies spend that much money? Because of the numbers, the sheer numbers that they know are tuning in, not just literally in the stadiums, but on television as well. That when those ads come over, sometimes you don't even realizing that you might be think you're looking at the game, your subconscious is picking up the board that is just above the player's head that is running the ads all around the stadium, all around the field. There's money in advertising. There's a tremendous amount of money in advertising. We want to give you an opportunity to tap into that. So we're going to show you how you can supply the demand that businesses has, which is advertising. How do they want to advertise and who they're advertising to? There are a lot of forms of advertising. There's newspaper ads, there's radio ads, there's television ads, there's social media. And who are they advertising to? They're advertising to customers, consumers, to people, to shoppers. So here's the thing. How do you get the shoppers and the consumers happy? Well, they want something as well. They want deals. They want discounts. Now, we're going to look at how we can implement that, but at the same time, allow persons to earn some Bitcoin while doing it. So that's interesting. So now you're getting a currency that is growing in value. It's not static. All right? So consumers want deals. They want discounts. They want things like cash back. And the businesses want the consumers. So if we can solve both of those problems, we putting ourselves in a position to make a tremendous amount of money. I want to introduce you guys to what we call the Cashback Club. We're going to show you how to get paid to shop and save all at the same time. Now, basically, you've got 3 different things going on here. We've got the basic customer membership, we've got the preferred customer membership, and of course, we've got the membership for businesses. We're going to talk about all 3. Let's start with the basic customer benefits and what they get. Now, to be a member of the Cashback Club, it's a yearly registration of $50 for customers, right? $50 for the entire year. And if you're a basic customer, that's it. There's no monthly subscription. There's nothing else that you have to pay. It's just $50 for the entire year. That's it. So here's what's going to happen. As you start to shop with the businesses that we're bringing on board, and we have some, all yesterday, today, sorry, not yesterday, today is what? Today's Wednesday, then it would have been Tuesday and Monday. Since Monday, guys, I've been in meetings with different company owners, business owners, and let me tell you, it's going to get so excited what is coming. It's crazy. But here's what's going to happen. You go ahead and you just do your shopping like normal. Easy as that. You just go do your shopping. For every $5 spent, you're going to earn 1 point. Now, you're familiar with these point systems already. Pretty much every island or every country has some form of a point system. Here in Barbados, we've got something called Massey points. It used to be called Magna points. I know it's huge in Trinidad as well. I'm not sure what it is in Antigua, but I know different places have different things. Different stores offer their form of loyalty points and so on. So let me show you guys how this is going to play out. This is what we're looking to offer and what we're looking to do. Every $5 you spend is 1 point. Now, every point is worth 10 cents. So obviously, as you start to shop, whether it's shoes, groceries, apparel, clothing and apparel, building supplies, hardware supply, whatever it may be, whatever businesses that we bring on as partners, you get to shop and earn points. 10 cents for every point that you generate. Of course, the more points you accrue, the more discounts you earn. And those can be redeemed. Now, you're going to redeem it from Flow Money System. Flow Money System is actually going to pay you, who's a member of Flow Money System. You're going to get paid from Flow Money System that amount. We're going to give you some examples as well. Let me move into the preferred customer benefits. Now, as a preferred customer, it's the same $50 registration for the period of 1 year, okay? And there's some cashback rewards. Now, as a preferred customer, you're paying $20 a month. Now, this membership comes with a $20 subscription. Why? Well, because you're going to get all the benefits of the basic customer, but on top of that, you can actually earn $5 or the worth of $5 US on every other preferred customer that you refer. Now, I don't want you to take that for granted because I want you to ask yourself this question. How many people can you think of off the top of your head that go shopping every month? I'll just pause for a second and let you think about that. In your country or island, how many people on a monthly basis shop? Everyone. Not true? So you think about that. Now, then start to add up to yourself how many of those persons would be interested in getting cash back, in saving money every time they shop. And if you have a number in your head, like a couple hundred, a couple thousand, multiply it by five US. Then you get excited. Let's say you've got 30 preferred customers, guys. Just 30 single people who shop. But that would earn you $150 in cashback rewards. Now, let's say that you went to one of our partner stores, you shopped, your bill came to $80. But because you remember, you earn $150 in cashback rewards. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to submit to Flow Money System. You're going to submit the proof of your spend, which means your receipts and so on. Once that is, here's what's going to happen. You submit your customer receipt. The partner business submits the company receipt as well. So we've got the customer and the company just to cross-check. And here's what's going to happen. FMS, our company, is going to issue you a cashback refund in the amount of $80. Why? Because that is what you spent at the partner store. How much money did you spend? $80. How much did you get back? $80. But you've got profit of an additional $70 waiting to be claimed. How about that? So, in other words, guys, you just received 100% of your bill of what you spent back into your hands, either in cash, local currency, or Bitcoin. That in itself is worth by far more than $20 US a month. Just phenomenal. On top of that, if that wasn't enough, what we will also do is every month that you renew your subscription of $20, we're going to give you a different type of points, which we call flow points. Now, these points are each worth 50 cents. So even more than the store points. We're going to give you 50 cents per flow point. You earn 3 flow points for renewing your subscription every month. And you earn 2 additional flow points for every preferred customer that you refer. So not only are you earning money, but you're also earning flow points. Well, flow points will also convert back to cash as well. And unlike some loyalty programs that say, well, you have to accrue 400 points before you can redeem, or 200 points before you can actually redeem, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do a whole lot better. We're gonna come right down to 50. You only need a minimum of 50 points to accrue, 50 flow points to accrue before you can redeem. Not 100, 200, or 4, just 50. And they're getting 50 cents. And I know for a fact, you don't even get that much per point. You're hard pressed to find any other business or company that's paying you 50 cents for a point. You got to spend hundreds. Sometimes you got to spend thousands of dollars just to get back a few bucks. $5 you get, after you spend about $1,000 or more. It's crazy. So we are making this extremely lucrative and rewarding. As a business, as a company, companies basically right now would pay $125, which is the early bird price, until we add some more features. And a monthly subscription of $75. Additional locations will be additional $50 per month. Companies, my apologies, this should not say 2. That is supposed to be $5 per customer referral. So again, let's say if you've got a business, you can actually put a decal on your sign on your door, or on your window, whatever it may be, and say, hey, discounts or cashback offer to Flow Money System members. What? People seeing that, people like, what is this cashback thing? What is this cashback club? I want to get some cashback as well. What do I got to do to register for this? Now remember, you've got customers coming into you. You don't need to go out and look for customers because you're the company, you're the business. You got 50, 100 customers coming into your store. All of them, they're seeing that, they're like, well, shoot, I want some cash back as well. Any of them that decide to register as a preferred customer, you get $5 US per head. I'm going to show you guys some figures afterwards. If you've got a business and you're watching this, That should make you think just a little bit about what can actually happen here. Not only that, but you get to increase your customer traffic, obviously due to the incentives being offered. You immediately acquire a sales force of consumers who would inadvertently be promoting their business or your business, obviously to receive the benefit. So check this out. If you have to pay someone to go and market your business, you got to pay them a salary or a wage. But through the Cashback Club, you've got now every customer, literally every customer that comes through your door that registers, whether free or preferred, they're not going to be talking. You know why they're going to be talking? Especially the preferred, because they're getting paid for it. They weren't getting paid to talk about your company or your store before, not a cent, but now they are. So they want to talk about this program. And the more people that do that, guess what? More persons now can see, well, shoot, well, I've got all these points. I got to use them somewhere. Let me hook up with these businesses that are offering cash back. If you're a part of the list of businesses that are partnering, well, then that is money that is waiting to be spent with you. It's pretty awesome. Because you see those flow points, guys? Remember, everything that's redeemed is basically based on you shopping and using the services of the stores, the partner stores. Just bear that in mind. All right? So, creates a potentially lucrative cash flow for the company, that is for sure. If a company registered 40 preferred customers per week, that's 160 per month. 160 by 2 is 3. Well, obviously, that would be 160 by 5, all right, that you're looking at. So, obviously, that amount would go up significantly, all right? But if it was by 2, it's 320, so obviously by 5 is a lot more. I'm not even going to spend time trying to calculate that right now, all right? Did you know, just $20 a month, you could earn thousands of dollars in revenue via the Cashback Club. And this chart here is put here purposely just to give you an insight as to what can potentially happen. Let's say you're just an average individual, average person, you're paying your $20 a month, no skin off your back, because hey, if I introduce 4 people, I've made my money back either way. I'm in this thing for free once I referred 4 people. But check this out. You refer 5 and you're in profit. Refer 50 people who are shopping, who are looking to save money and make money and get some cash back. You're earning an extra $250 every month. 100 people, 500. Now, for businesses, remember, it's $5 as well. You get, over a period of time, 1,000 people coming through your store who registered over a period of time. That's an additional $5,000 that is actual revenue going into the company that the company did not have to put anything out to get. This is being paid to the company from Flow Money System. This is crazy. And for those folks who get it and who understand how huge this really is going to become, start positioning yourself, because when the word starts to spread, you want to make sure that you've got as much customers before anyone else. Now let's talk about the team building aspect of our platform, and before we go on. Now, you can build a team in Flow Money System and generate a tremendous amount of money. All right, I keep forgetting to change this slide. This is actually should be saying at over $8,200 plus. Everyone can afford to purchase a full Bitcoin, because so therefore Flow Money System gives you an opportunity to start small with a fraction of a Bitcoin, and you can earn more by marketing the company on behalf, or marketing the company to other persons as well. All right. So once you start to share the word about Flow Money System and other folks join, we pay you for that. And by using the power of leverage and crowdfunding, you can develop a team of independent associates and generate large sums of Bitcoin. Now, crowdfunding is actually legal. It was signed into law back in 2012, April 5th, by the then President Barack Obama. It's called also the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Act, or the Jobs Act. It's really a way that small businesses especially were using to, receive and collect funds and monies from entities and persons and individuals and outside sources for the purpose of starting their business and increasing their business. All right. And if you've heard of crowdfunding before, then you've most likely heard of companies like GoFundMe and Kickstarter and Fundly that have literally raised billions of dollars in revenue towards various worthy causes. Literally billions. So, we're pretty much doing the same thing. We're crowdfunding, but we're crowdfunding with Bitcoin. Now, your membership package for this aspect, for the team building aspect, is 0.01 Bitcoin. You don't have to spend $8,200, not a full Bitcoin. You can spend, 1% of that, right? uh, 0.01 Bitcoin, gets your membership activated. There are no hidden fees that are involved. Nothing is going to sneak upon you and ask you to pay anything extra. We don't do that kind of stuff here. There's 7 stages of advancement going all the way from silver all the way up to diamond. Each level that you advance to is an increase in the Bitcoin payments that you can receive. Starting with your referral bonus of 0.001 Bitcoin paid to you for referring your friends. Okay, so every time that you refer anyone who actually joins, who registers and pays their 0.01, you're going to earn 0.001 Bitcoin out of that. Okay, that goes immediately into your Flow Money System account, and you can withdraw it immediately as well. Just take note of that. Bonus number 2 is our matrix bonus, which comprises of 2 tiers, which make up a matrix, as we call it, or a structure. Okay, 6 empty spots below you. There's no 5, 10, 15 levels to fill. Not even 6 or 7. It's just 6 positions, or 6 positions made up of 2 tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. And the 4 lower positions on tier 2 are known as the payline positions. Once these 4 positions have been filled, you will have completed your matrix and you get paid Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin you earn depends on the level that you're at. That is covered in this structure, in this presentation as well. Once you have completed your first matrix, you are cycled and placed into a second matrix in the same level. So you started at the level of silver, which is the first level, level 1. Once you've completed silver successfully, you are cycled and placed into your second silver matrix, allowing you to, again, fill it out. And as you fill that matrix out, you will continue to earn again. There are absolutely no limits on the amount of times that you can cycle in a given day. Okay, there's no limits, guys. You can cycle once, twice, 3, 4, 5. There's no limits, right? It's unlimited income that you can generate here as you start to build your team. The Follow Me Forward feature, basically, still my favorite feature, allows persons that you've personally referred to always follow you when they complete a cycle, and will automatically be placed into the first open position within your brand new matrix. Now, this helps to fill your matrix up fast, especially if you're a builder. If you're someone who's really building this business and you're putting people in consistently, you can earn a tremendous amount of money in this business through cycling faster than the average member. Okay, so you complete your matrix. A is your first person in, let's call it Andy. All your spots are filled. You cycle, a brand new matrix is open for you. What's going to happen is when Andy completes his matrix, he's going to now follow you into the first available position in your brand new matrix. So which means that you don't have to go find 6 brand new people to fill it up. It can be filled, if you bring 6 new people in, it will fill it up, yes, but you don't have to wait for 6 people to come in. Because if Andy completes his matrix, he's going to shoot over there and help to fill it up for you. So now you only need 5 more positions to cycle again and get paid again. When Brenda does the same thing, she completes her 6 positions as well. Her matrix is now filled. She's also going to follow you and fill up the next available spot. You guys understand how this is going? So if you sponsor 10, 15, 20 people, can you imagine what starts to happen when those folk do a little something and start to cycle? You yourself will start to cycle multiple times, which means you're getting paid multiple times in the same day, potentially. Okay? Let's talk about cycle bonuses. As you start to advance in the business and you have hit the level of platinum, platinum is pretty much a big level, because from the level of platinum, not only are you earning a pretty darn good income when you start the cycle, but anyone in your business, in your team that completes platinum, you earn an additional Bitcoin payment. It goes anywhere from 0.01 to 0.001 to 0.006 Bitcoin, based on which level your direct members have cycled in. And once you're at that level as well, guess what? When they cycle, Bitcoin is paid to you. So you're earning when you're earning when you cycle, but you're also going to earn when they cycle. It's awesome. It's just set up crazy, guys. Keeping you earning, keeping the money flowing, which is what we call flow money. All right. Let's talk about our upgrade feature, our upgrade process. Well, we already know that out of that zero point zero 0.01 Bitcoin that is paid in, 0.008 is used to activate your matrix. The rest is then split up between incentives and referral bonuses. Okay, so when you completed your first silver matrix, you cycle. Some of the money that would have been generated in total is used to upgrade you to the level of gold. Gold actually costs 0.02. So upgrade a gold is going to, that 0.02 is going to come out. Also, another 0.008 is going to be taken out, and that's going to be used to recycle you into a new silver matrix. Now, the second matrix and all other matrices from there on are going to be more than the first one. And the reason that they're more than the first one is because that 0.02 that came out after your very first cycle, it doesn't come out again. You get to keep it the second time around, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh, and infinite times from then on. Same thing happens with gold. It would have cost you 0.02, but here's the thing. As soon as you complete your first matrix, you're upgraded to platinum. You're going to get paid 0.02, but then the second time around, on all of the cycles, now you're earning 0.06. Why? Because the 0.02 that you would have kept and the 0.04 that upgraded you to platinum is kept. So now you get to keep 0.06 per cycle. And of course, same thing happens with platinum. You get some comes out, pushes you to sapphire, you get to keep 0.038, but then after that you get to keep 0.117, which is actually quite a lot of money in Bitcoin right now. Okay, actually guys, here's the thing about that kind of setup. This is what we call a dynamic cycler. In other words, it means that when you move from silver to gold, you don't stop earning that silver, you continue to earn that silver as well. When you move from gold to platinum, now you're able to earn in silver and gold and platinum all at the same time. And that continues all the way through for all of the levels. So when you reach the level of diamond, you're earning in silver, gold, platinum, sapphire, emerald, and ruby all simultaneously at the same time. It's a phenomenal compensation plan that we have here. It is very simple, very straightforward, very easy for anyone to do. And the fact that after you put that 0.01 Bitcoin in, you literally never have to put another cent in. Everything from then on is automated in terms of upgrading you or recycling you. The system takes care of all that for you. Let's talk a little bit about spillover. Spillover occurs when an upline member above you refers someone that falls into your matrix. Now, the thing about it is those upline members that spilled and fell into your matrix can also go ahead and bring two people in as well. And from the time they do that, well, your 6 positions are filled, which means that your matrix is now complete. And when that happens, you still will cycle, get upgraded, and earn your matrix bonus as well. And if you want to see some figures instead of keep hearing me mentioning Bitcoin amounts, well, here are some figures for you. Bitcoin right now is just over 8,200 US dollars. Well, you can see here for silver, well, the first payment is the smallest one because that's a one-time thing. But from the second and on, it never goes back down. So you're looking at $197 per cycle at silver alone, $492 at gold alone, $955 at platinum alone. But here's the thing. That is going to be added. So you got 955 plus 492 plus 197. All of this can happen within the same day, guys. When you start to tally it up, you're looking at over $15,000 for your first cycles, but over $23,000 for your second cycles and all other cycles after that. And that is not $23,000 per month. That could be $23,000 every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, every week, every few days. This is madness. For those people who are taking this business seriously and actually putting in the work, I don't even want to begin to imagine in a couple of months with consistent activity what your accounts are going to look like. It's ridiculous to even think about it right now. All right. If you want to use the pay it forward feature, you're welcome to do that. It's a great strategy for persons who understand the power of it. This is where you pay for your first 2 members instead of waiting for them to pay. But the criteria would be you let them know if you're going to pay for them, they have to be willing to pay for their 2 as well. If everyone does that, I'm going to tell you something. This thing will explode. Actually, if everyone did that in a matter of just 6 weeks, you've got a total of 126 people in your organization. In a matter of 12 weeks, you've got over 8,000 persons in your organization. Can you imagine how fast and how many times you would be cycling? in any given week with that amount of people. And we've actually got a group right now out of Trinidad that is cranking. They're actually doing the 90-day blitz. So every day they're just locking people in like daily. It is crazy. So you can imagine between now and January, February, their team is going to be so huge, and they're going to be so much members earning so much money. It is. I've now got members, individual members who are withdrawing money daily because it's piling up in their account so fast that every single day they're pulling money off. It is crazy. All right. So guys, just if you want to get into a six-figure income, take this business seriously. Don't play with it. If you're not a big time recruiter or a small time recruiter, or you just don't even want to talk to anyone, you just want to do your thing and make some money silently, you want to move incognito, that's perfectly fine. You can do our profit share plan, which pays a 1% payout every day for the period of 150 days. That's an ROI of 150%, okay, which is a 50% increment or profit on top of your principal investment. Banks giving you less than 2% per year. So if you're getting 150% in 150 days, you're not doing too bad, right? Not only that, anyone that you refer to our platform that actually invests into our profit shares, we're going to pay you 5% of whatever amount they invest, which I think is pretty darn good. Okay, so that is another thing that you can take advantage of. And this profit share, persons ask, so how is money being generated for the profit share? No problem. A number of ways, actually. Flow Money System is actually involved in a couple of different investments. We're also into mining as well. So we actually do some mining. Not only that, Flow Money System, our company, we actually buy and sell Bitcoin. So what that means is we buy low, we sell high. Bitcoin price dips, we buy. Bitcoin price goes up, we sell. And there's never a shortage of people who want to buy Bitcoin. And I'm not just talking about buying from, within our membership. I'm talking about a lot of persons connect with us trying to access and gain Bitcoin. So we're able to sell with a markup. Of course, we add a little fee on top of that, and those profits then go back into the system that can be used for our profit share. We also share our profits from the platform, the team building platform as well. So the company earns some profit there as well, and we then turn around, we share that back with members. Not only that, we also have outside investments that are not online, they're actually offline investments. So there are a number of different things and ways that we use to generate income. It's not any one particular thing. All right? So just in case persons may be asking. Now, if you want to go a bit deeper, you want to go a bit bigger, from 0.01 up to 0.0299, I guess, you get that 1%. However, from 0.03 Bitcoin, you can now get to earn 2% daily for the first 30 days. So the first plan would have been 150% ROI. This plan is 0.03. It's a minimum of 0.03 to invest. So yes, 3 times as much. And instead of earning 150%, you're earning 180% total, which is 30% more. So you're looking at 150 days, Saturday, Sunday, minimum of 0.03 Bitcoin to be invested to be part of this platform, this particular promotion, only running for November. But it pays you 180% because after the first 30 days, we revert to 1% for the remaining 120 days of the term. Okay. Now, if you are new to Bitcoin altogether, you want to learn more about it, feel free to to register, and as you activate your account, you can purchase our ebook, or just go straight to our website, flowmoneysystem.com, and on the front page, the instructions are there, literally on the home page. Purchase the book is just $19.99. It has a tremendous amount of information on Bitcoin and on the industry of cryptocurrency on a whole, not even just Bitcoin. So if you really want to educate yourself more, you want to learn about the industry and how to maximize and capitalize on it, don't let $20 stop you from doing that. Trust me. There are a lot of persons who are afraid to spend money. They don't ever want to invest or put anything out, but they want to make big money. It's not going to happen. You got to be willing to put out to gain big. All right? But you got to educate yourself. You got to understand the stuff that, no one else is willing to take the time to understand. It's been said that you want to hide something from certain people, you put it in a book. Sad, but it's kind of almost true, So I'd encourage everyone, if you haven't picked up your copy as yet, go ahead and get your copy of Cryptocurrency Secrets. That's a book that put together by myself. Now we're also going to be introducing our affiliate commissions program that's going to be coming. It's not ready as yet, but just keep an eye for it. Just listen out. When it does, you're going to hear about that, where you can actually buy things at wholesale and resell them for a retail price. That is going to be actually tied into a residual commission plan as well. And the reason for that is we want to give persons an opportunity to earn some residual money. It's going to be very low, very affordable, but you can earn money on a monthly basis. Outside of the money you earning from the team building, you can have a residual platform as well. So guys, with that being said, that's pretty much our our presentation for this evening. Coming up very, very soon, actually by the end of this week, you're going to hear about our December promotion. And man, I am stoked about it. I'll let you know right now, I'll give you a heads up. The promotion is going to be tied to our cashback club. So if you're not part of our cashback club, you're not going to get much benefits from that promotion. It's going to be tied into that. So we're going to be definitely giving away some perks, some points, some money. Something's going to be coming. Just keep your ears to the ground and listen up for what that will be. But we're going to definitely be running that promotion for Christmas. Because obviously, people want to shop, people want to save money and make money. It's Christmas. So we believe that it's best to tie that promotion into the Cashback Club. All right, guys, at this time, I'm just going to pause here for a sec, bring our presentation to a close, and just kind of open up the mics to those persons who would like to, if anyone has any questions that they want to ask, if you have any comments that you want to make, feel free to go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll be more than happy to unmute your mic so that persons can go ahead and ask their questions. Yeah? So feel free to go ahead and do that. If you want to type your question, you can also do that. And as you type your question, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions for you. So we're not going to spend a lot of time doing that. But so real quick, guys, if you have any questions, go right ahead and do that. In the meantime, big shout out to those folks joining us from Barbados, those folks joining us from the United States, those folks joining us from Antigua as well. Team Antigua in the house. Shout out to Kelvin and his group over there, just doing it big. And just tearing it up, man. Fantastic stuff. Those guys, the guys in Trinidad, we've got a big contingent in Trinidad as well that is just tearing this business up. And I cannot end this webinar without a major shout out to our two newest platinum associates in the business, Mr. Peter Sam out of Trinidad, and his direct sponsor, Mr. Kevin DeBello. These guys are building a phenomenal team over there, man, and just a major shout out and congrats to these guys who last night both went platinum. I see we got a question here from Team Antigua. Is the cash back actual cash or paid in Bitcoins? What I will say in terms of that is this: until other options are put in place and confirmed, right now, if you're outside of Barbados, it is most likely going to be paid to you in Bitcoins. Now, I know the folks in Barbados are going to be like, but wait a minute, whoa, we want our cash back in Bitcoins too. That is fine. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. Because what's going to happen is the reason why it has to be a combination of cash and Bitcoin is we realize that if we were to run this only as a Bitcoin platform for the Cashback Club, what would happen is there are majority of shoppers do not have Bitcoin. All right, majority of shoppers don't have Bitcoin. So for you, for members to go to persons and try to register businesses, and every customer who shops and say, hey, this is what happens. Oh, but you got to get some Bitcoin. It means that every person now has to go through the process of get a Bitcoin wallet, trying to get verified on one of the exchanges, or to buy Bitcoin and wait for their Bitcoin and hoping that they get verified first and foremost. You gotta hope that they get verified, then to buy the Bitcoin, wait for it to arrive. So we believe that it would have really slowed the whole process down. Yeah. So we thought to ourselves, you know what? Instead of making that compulsory, we're going to work with local currency as well. So as things are put in place for each territory that we're in, the idea and the plan would be, or is, sorry, to have a setup in every territory where we can facilitate direct cash payments. All right, that is what we're working on and looking into. However, in the meantime, in Barbados where we're located situated, it's much easier to literally do internet, direct bank transfers, internet banking, boom, no fees, or persons come over down to our office and they can collect a check, whatever, easy. But outside of Barbados, to try to send funds, otherwise it'll be a lot of fees. There's PayPal. If persons want to get funds via PayPal, for a limited time, we can also facilitate payments in the cashback payments via PayPal. Okay, so that's going to be another option that is available as well. All right, so like I said, we're looking into different ways to facilitate different payouts in different countries. So I hope that answers the question from that individual over in Antigua. Um, Dr. Jai says, yeah, cash can still work as well. Yeah, very much so, very much so. So again, it's just a matter of implementing different facilitations in each island or each country to allow that. But ideally, we do know for a fact that most persons are gonna opt, especially the members who understand Bitcoin, are gonna opt to have their cashback paid in Bitcoin. All right. So I appreciate that question. Oh, that's Winfield. Oh, Dr. Joy. Oh man, Winfield, you got me here guessing, man. All right, good stuff, brother. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see. Do we have any more questions? Do we have any hands? By the way, guys, if you want to raise your hands, I believe it's on your right of your screen. There should be a button there that allows you to, hit the raise hand, and that will allow you to ask your question. All right, so it would be great if you can get Team Antigua on. Kelvin, I know last time we tried to do this, it didn't necessarily work out the way we wanted for whatever reason. But I would love to have you guys on video, and let's see if we can do that, so we can get a look as to what's going on over there with Team Antigua, that house party. Let's see if we can make that work. All right. Okay. Okay. So we've got the video. Let's see if we got the volume. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How are
All
you?
right. Fantastic, man. How's it going? How's it going?
Right, cool. Let me just show you the team. Team in the building. Yeah, everybody say hello.
Hey. All right, guys. Awesome. Awesome. So was the feeling? Was the mood over there? How are things? What are folks saying? Do we have any new persons in the room this evening?
Yeah, new persons in the room right now.
All right.
They're just asking the questions about the Cashback Club. A lot of information dished out there tonight. Right. So hopefully we get some more details on that, right?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm glad you said that, because just today I completed I should call it a workflow, a PDF, which will allow everyone to see exactly what the Cashback Club is, how it works, all the different fees associated with it. It's going to be set up that customers and consumers can see the costs, they see the benefits, they see the perks, they see the earnings, they see the points. Businesses also get to see the benefits for them. It's laid out very professionally, so that is going to be available pretty much immediately. So I can send that out to persons who have an interest in that. Not a problem. Just send a support email or support ticket with your email, and we will have that email to you. Another thing that I most likely will do, I'll add it to our team Facebook group as a file. Yes. So if you're not part of our Facebook group, make sure to have those persons, come into our group or join our group, and they can access it as a file that's going to be available to all members. And then the good thing about it is you can then actually go to businesses with this. All right, we're actually working on a brochure as well, a threefold brochure, very small and very handy, that you can have a number of them printed off, and you can literally just give them to individuals and give them to businesses. And that brochure also will explain all the perks, all the benefits, not just for the Cashback Club, but on Flow Money System in a whole, how it works, what we do, what we offer, everything is going to be in that small trifold brochure that persons can hand out. You can print off a couple hundred of those and just give them out as well, right?
Okay.
So a lot of things that we're actually working on. Videos as well are going to be coming very, very soon. Actually, I suspect before this week is out, you will see a video on the Cashback Club and an updated video to our on the overall business as well. I know we do have the webinar, but this video will obviously be a lot shorter. Yes, because the webinar is obviously about an hour, so the videos will be probably the most will be about 20 minutes or so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So those are some things that we're working on that members can expect to see most likely this week. Yeah,
All right.
definitely. But with Christmas coming up again, like we said, man, you know, let's spread this thing because my aim is to come. I'm definitely going to be going to Trinidad, and I already have Antigua as one of the places slated to come to. As you
All
all
right.
know,
Sounds exciting.
yeah, man, we just came back from Tortola, and we had a fantastic time down there. A lot of businesses are interested in getting on board with the Cashback Club. We even have, well, you know what? I probably should have mentioned that as yet, but we've got some pretty big companies that are looking to come on board, that are interested in coming on board, looking at the information that I'm going to have some meetings with this week as well. And if when that happens, is going to be crazy. We want to do the same thing in Antigua as well. Bring as much small businesses and even petroleum companies, gas stations, shopping stores, and so on. Things where people can get items. We want to bring this to Antigua in a major way, you know, and this is just going to explode, man. By all
All
means,
right.
yeah. All right, guys. So
Good.
thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing, and again, a big shout out to the Antiguan group.
All right.
Awesome. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'm just that's gonna bring our webinar to a close for this evening. We are over an hour, I believe. Let me just check the time real quick. Oops. Let's see. I've said about 10 minutes past 9. Okay, great. So we just about an hour and 10 minutes. Not too bad. We got a lot of information in. A lot of questions were answered. Everyone sounds pretty much excited. So again, I want to wish you guys a very, very, very pleasant night. For those of you who are not yet members of Flow Money System, get it happening tonight. Don't even leave the room until you make it happen. Lock yourself in, because guess what? We're gonna be here for the long haul. I have absolutely no intentions of leaving or stopping this company anytime soon. I am here. I want to be here for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You know, I want persons to feel comfortable knowing that, you know what, I have a home. There's something that I can work with, that if I put my energy and my time and my reputation, you know, out there and start to share this with folks, I want to know that this thing is going to be around for the long haul. and I know that folks are thinking this because I've been there. I used to be one of those folks who was thinking that same thing. Man, I hope that I don't get involved in this thing and then, you know, something happens and, you know, this company flops or someone runs away with my money. And I was there. I know what people be thinking. Let me assure you guys, folks who know me, that's anyone who knows me, you know, anything I do, I go hard and I go all in. And I plan to make Flow Money System not just one of the best companies out there, but for the Caribbean specifically. Let me just bring this home and then I'm going to close off with this. It's about time that we have something in the Caribbean that the average guy can really have a fighting chance at doing. I've been doing networking for almost 18 years. And yes, people have made money, but you know what? How much people can you count on a hand or two hands that can literally say that they've been able to walk away from their full-time jobs doing this, you know, in this industry, and are making 6 to 7 figures per month? I've been doing it for near 18 years, and I know there's very few in the Caribbean that have been able to achieve such with companies such as this. It's about time that changes. It's about time it changes. Guys, have a fantastic night. To everyone, again, for those who joined us for the first time, my name is Laverne Went. I look forward to meeting you at the top, because the bottom is already overcrowded. Whether you do this for the savings or for the earnings, guys, put your money on autopilot. Have a good night. God bless. You can find this recording on our YouTube channel at Flow Money System, or if you're a member, you can find it in your member back office under the tab that says webinar recordings. It will be uploaded tonight. Have a good night, all. Bye-bye.